Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway. They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it's third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. It's caught. This is White. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. White's got a first down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
Throwing Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense.
And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. To throw, it's Brady. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants. Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how it bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, they just didn't happen. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brady now on 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
Babe.
And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Here's Brady to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half. You still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
My God, nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, he
stopped immediately there. John Simon in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get it back on track.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Martin, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Just can't say so.
getting set to go again. Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. That throw by Brady, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On play action, now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't catch it.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Shit, bro.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
He didn't throw.
Down he goes.
Oh, that was a bad choice by me.
They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
Oh, I had a play action.
Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
What the hell ever do?
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, how did he drop
throw,
that?
But it misses the target.
Thank God
incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know, he's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught.
No, I didn't want
They
to
got to
call
find a way
fair
to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half trick.
Bitches. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it.
He wants that type of celebration.
You don't want it like I want
18
it.
big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
They just don't want it like I want it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open.
What are you doing?
You mentioned
James White, why are you trying to block? Nigga, you on the screen right now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady's throw there complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
That was a nice one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Get it, bro.
Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Again, it's Brady.
Ah, he got caught up that way. It's all good. I'll get that point back.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready, ready. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Oh, boy, he about got me.
On the draw.
Oh, that was my fault. I switched to the wrong person.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Ow, ow.
Go.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry.
Oh, no, he could have had that, man. You got to get that.
Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady.
Oh, I spun into that. I spun the wrong way.
Before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? Mike 29. Go, go, go. Alpha. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, I 7. Shadow.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Damn.
2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's see. I got enough time to get.
Throwing again. Brady.
Bro, why is he
incomplete? Stopping the clock
my shit,
with
bro.
5 seconds to go.
I got something for your ass. They literally
back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson.
No.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Who is this guy returning the ball? Forget me, guy! I ran that little bitch over, bro. Who is that guy? Why is he returning?
The 35.
What kind of shit was that about?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very
dude, I literally dodged that so hard, bro.
Don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Brady.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that?
Right, we're going to keep getting it. I'm going to take it every time.
And you know that area where he honed his throwing. He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted.
I'm going to go like, you're going to get it, I'm going to take it.
Touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Brady to throw again. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And complete. Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
This dude 30, he's paying
attention. What a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
And that remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys continue to pour it on. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team which is absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Jones operating from the gun.
Hey, he dropped
it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating for the gun. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know, the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.
Damn, why did they hit that
take care of the
man
football. Got to hold on to it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Barkley.
Oh, wow.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
All right.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Now Barkley stripped of the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding
touch
away.
it. Jesus Christ.
Come on now, let's go.
Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady caught by Sanu. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Brady now on 1st down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's
leave it open,
down.
I'm going to take it. I'm trying to tell you.
That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to
Shit, I threw it to the wrong guy.
He'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Same play. I just threw it to the wrong guy.
Completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's Barkley on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Here's Riley Dixon now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And now a low liner. I think he missed
it. Fuck. Dude, who's their kicker, bro? He's ass.
Getting set to go again. Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on him, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Brady now to throw.
Oh, fuck, accidentally threw it high.
But it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Now Brady again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The Giants on 3rd down. The struggle has been real. They have had ample opportunities. They've yet to cash one in. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Flag.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Keep playing hard. Wait, that. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu, 49 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yes, he's starting pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Jones throwing again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And it's into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 41 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does
did they just get the ball back?
Embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. And
they did. Yeah, they hit them with the ball, and they got the ball back.
What friends are for.
That's fucked up.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Huh.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Jones.
Bro, I had that pick 6 and this fucking one comes swat that shit, you stupid dick.
Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, not much happening there, not much at all.
Bro,
They'll get to it down
like
and punt at the 35-yard line.
That was your punter's issue, dude.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's why
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
One more touchdown.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Turn out the lights in here, baby.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard.
We got to keep this damn shutout
for the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones now to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up the 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field.
Let's get 100. Everybody type 100 in the chat.
We're witnessing, but number 12, Tom Brady, he's still out there.
Not a surprise.
Oh my God, it's awesome new right
over the
now.
years.
Sanu making some crazy catches. Same play over and over.
No matter what the score, what the situation.
They're gonna leave it open, but I'm gonna take it every time. Though. That's just the way it is.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Yeah, this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route.
Can you get
They'll get
110?
9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And just a small glimpse as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit
I'm
to
gonna
the
do the
guys
same play. They leave it
block
open.
the kick. They've had the advantage all game. They continue to press it.
Oh,
Throw by Brady, incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
Right here, bro.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Are you gonna stick up in his
These
face?
one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from
Face
the guys. We don't
mask.
mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing now is Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Brady
Fuck,
gonna
I
look
didn't mean to throw.
Complete to Watson, the tight
I didn't mean to
end.
throw. Shit.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hike, bro.
Now Brady. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. And this one brought in by Sanu. The 40, the 20, 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very...